Greetings everyone, once again, welcome to Age of Empires Definitive Edition to the campaigns of the Ascent of Egypt. Now let's see how it goes.
The reputation of a united Egypt is spreading to all corners of the world, and trade has vastly increased your people's wealth. With this prosperity, the pharaoh Djoser has decided that a mere mastaba, a simple mud tomb, will not be enough to serve him in the afterlife. Instead, he has ordered the architect Imhotep to design a stepped pyramid that will be visible from miles away. Such a large project will require great resources. You have been ordered to go to the north and set up a trade post to collect the gold for the pyramid. At the same time, you must venture into the desert and find a quarry to supply stone for the construction. Your trading partners, the Minoans, Canaanites, and Libyans, could become jealous of Egypt's success and might even cease trade and attack your people. In case our diplomats fail to keep the peace, you must defend your trade ships. The pharaoh is entrusting you with the success of this project.
Alright, now the hints are that there is a large deposit of stone to the east in the desert. Building a storage pit near the mine decreases the distance your villagers must travel to add stone to your stockpile. The most efficient way to accumulate gold is trade, your surplus resource. So you can build warships and dock to clear sea raiders waiting for the chance to intercept your trading boats and merchant ships. Building farms and produce excess food that you can trade for gold. You can also build fishing boats to fish for food if you want to trade food. Be sure to click the trade food for gold button, otherwise wood is traded by default. If you attack your enemies, leave their docks intact so you can continue to trade with them. You can build a second dock on the northeast coast to improve trade and reduce congestion. In prehistory, people bartered with other people for food and useful necessities. Later, when small farming communities appeared in Egypt, trade increased in importance, and people traveled far to acquire rare goods or tools that they could not find in their hometowns. Evidence of trade between Egypt, Mesopotamia, and even Hindu valleys of India has been dated to as early as 3000 BCE. During Pharaoh Enormous' reign, pottery with enormous inscriptions was produced in Canaan. In modern-day Levant for shipment to Egypt, showing that Egyptian rulers looked overseas for rare luxury items. Despite the early contacts, trade did not become a major source of wealth of Egyptian until the late Old Kingdom. Trade provided Egyptians with cedar wood from Lebanon, ebony and ivory from Africa, incense, myrrh and oils from Arabia, gemstones from Afghanistan, and gold from Nubia. In return for these goods, Egypt exported grain, flax, papyrus, linen, gold, vessels, and fish. The Nile River was an instrumental to Egypt's trade as it was to the country's agriculture. The Egyptian constructed rafts and boats from papyrus reeds. As quality wood was rare in Egypt, the wooden boats that were produced were long and were lashed together with ropes. They sink between planks were packed with bundles of reed to keep the water out, and they lacked the intentional farming that later boats had. Egyptians used these boats to transport goods along the Nile and Mediterranean coast. Trade and farming generated wealth for the pharaoh around whom a cult was established, linking him to god Horus. Massive tombs were built to prepare and house the pharaoh for the afterlife. These tombs were filled with gifts, animals, ships, and even servants. The early tombs were called mastabas, rectangular mud tombs between 2667 before Christ to 2648 BC. Pharaoh Djoser built the first pyramid consisting of 6 mastabas on top of each other. Each successive mastaba was smaller than the one below it, giving the appearance of the stepped structure. An architecture named Imhotep is originally created with his design. The biggest pyramid ever built were those at Giza. The largest was that of Khufu, also known as Cheops, and date from between 2562 to 2540 BCE. During the Middle Kingdom, a few pyramids were built, and they were of a smaller scale. By the New Kingdoms, the tradition of pyramids building had large ended. Although the Nubians of modern day Sudan continued to build these pyramids for centuries. Well, now we are nearly done already. As well as you guys can also see, we have already finished 6 of these scenarios. We're at the 7th. After this we have 5 more, and then we can continue on the normal campaign. But for now, let's see what we'll do. So obviously we'll start with food resources. I mean, make someone do this. Look around. Scouting is important. We'll try to do fishing, because only a lot of food supplies to create. Yeah. There we go. Come on, keep moving. I need there. Food is there. Create more fishing ships. At least everything is going great. Also gonna change the voice section. I mean, it's quite high, I think, in my opinion. There we go. More fishing. And more fishing means more fish, food, whatever. Let's see how hold up. Actually, want to check here. Actually, just send my guy that way. Yes, here's one more. This should be enough. Few more workers. Let's make more housing. Keep scouting. Get him a wood. 2. Let's just deplete this berry bushes. Ooh, there's some hunting spots. And some berry bushes. I think it's still not taken. Hopefully. Oh? Yeah, it's the enemy. Phoenicians. Yeah. It's not so great, but oh well. I think I really will need to rush up my wood production as well. Just in case the enemy starts coming up, because he is there. Let's do this so I can create more towers. I'll create one more over here. Then, pew, pew. Let's go. Even though the food is just pouring in, which is great.
I can.
Don't have a barracks even. Oh well.
Erectus.
Let's
Evil
see
target.
over here. What?
Evil summit.
I want to make a scouting ship as well, just in case. There's some these Canadians over here. Damn bastards.
Somus.
I think I'll just create a watchtower over here,
Umbis.
just for my defense. There we go. More villagers are pouring in. Wood is is increasing. There.
Alamas. Zelkanta. Alamas. Zelkanta.
Okay, good. Ah, damn it. Again.
Alamas.
Population
Umbis.
reached.
Umbis. Umbis.
Erectus. Erectus.
Okay. We have a ship as well. Just for protection, we'll use it. More food sources over here for our ships.
I take.
Alamas. 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 Somus. Zelkanta.
Somus. Evil target.
We did
Erectus.
find
Somus. Somus.
down there. Okay, I'll just
Alamas.
move
Alamas.
a few
Tarai. Alamas.
people. Storage bit.
Umbis.
We'll need the stone. Okay, alright. More ships that are needed to fight off these guys.
Alamas. Umbis. Umbis. Umbis.
Somus. Somus.
Okay, these guys, yeah, no, let's just keep gathering the food over here.
Alamas. Ibortade. Pilare. Bombis.
Market.
Alamas.
Actually, we'll have 5 people, that's enough.
Alamas.
The
Somus.
rest should be some. I actually also want to
Somus.
send a few guys
Alamas.
over here.
Somus. Alamas. 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 Aisa. Alamas.
There.
Alamas. Aisa.
I'll just send 4 people just in case.
Aisa.
Right.
Somos.
Okay, trade, fire, boats. There we go, very great. Okay, I'll just create a few more ships and try to scout around. I shall also try to destroy these boats and destroy his economy. This guy. You guys actually already made me as enemy, so it's not wise. Hey, you guys need to come over. Oh, no, mister. You go away, stop repairing. Alright, another ship is ready. We'll send it.
Alamas. Aisa.
I also want to
Alamas.
create a barracks.
Umbis.
Just start war. Productions.
Alamas.
More
Umbis.
farms now.
Evil
We have to
Darabus.
keep farm.
Evil Darabus. Somos.
Fix you so we can scout around. Another ship is done. Five should be enough. Yeah, they never learn. There. Very great. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm really focused on the game, guys, but it will be...
Umbis.
It's going great so far.
Alamas.
Where should I create?
Bombis.
Just create some
Umbis.
here. So, where's the...
Alamas. Aisa.
Erectus.
Could also, yeah. Bronze Age, actually, okay. Let's increase our productions of specific resources. Yes.
Alamas.
Now let's also
Umbis.
to make more farmers. There.
Umbis.
More housing.
Erectus.
More food, oh well. Actually, no, let's just scatter it. Because we already destroyed Dodge, so it should be enough. And I
Erectus.
already saw some fucking... Yeah, it's not really great. Let's just retreat for now. More warriors.
Alamas.
Time to change your
Umbis.
productions to
Hombres.
More
Hombres.
farmers.
Hombres. Sarai. Hombres. Aklema. Hombres. Roken. Hombres. Aklema. Thomas. Alama.
Oh well, right.
Hombres.
Let's just put farms over here then.
Hombres.
Spread it all across. Make a storage pit over here.
Hombres.
Come here.
Hombres. 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 Hombres.
Erected. Hone. 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 Ibortade.
Okay, stockpile is full. We have enough wood. I mean, stone. We now need just some gold.
Hone.
Charge.
Ibortade.
No. You guys, come on. Hold on.
Ibortade. 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 Hone. Erectus. Hone. Ibortade. Sumus.
There.
Ibortade.
Okay. Now this is going fine. I think. I shouldn't have destroyed this one, I think. Oh well. There should be another faction. As far as I remember. Yeah, here we go.
Ibortade. 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 Erectus.
Thomas.
You can go away if you guys
Hilare.
walk around. That really are annoying. So annoying even. Destroy a few fishing ships to make place for two trading.
Ibortade. Abadakas. Sumus.
Kill these guys.
Abadakas. Ibortade. Sumus. Erectus.
Okay, we will sell wood for gold. I'm fine with that. Yes, let's advance to the next age. That's what I meant to do. I want to make more people. Okay, we're getting 20 pieces of gold right now.
Erectus. Hone. Sumus. Erectus. Hone.
We'll send more troops. Go. I'll make more troops because I really want to.
Ibortade. Sumus.
Actually, no. Let's hurry up production of trading ships. That's what we need to do. And that's how much gold we get. 14. Not much, but gonna close, I guess.
Erectus. Immortale.
Okay,
Ombis. Ombis.
storage pits
Ombis.
close by.
Ombis. 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 Ombis.
Immortale. Summons. Rut. Immortale. Erectus. Erectus. Summons. Rut. One. Erectus. One.
Ouch. Okay, now the Libyans will be annihilated. Enough. Annoying little brat. Alright.
Ombis.
Immortale.
Alright. Now, transport ships. I didn't meant to make transport ships, oh good god. Oh, so horrible. I thought I was making, you know, trading ships, but it seems not. Horrible. At least we have already 71 gold, and then we can get going and we'll done.
One. Erectus. One. Erectus. One.
Ah, there's some gold over here. Now, that's some good news. What we'll
Hilare.
do is just
Somas.
take 3 of you guys and
Ombis.
anything over here. Oh no, 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 no. We're not gonna upgrade anything that's gonna cost us gold. Whoops. That's done as well. Everything is going well. Okay. Guys, idle. There's some food over here, you know. Okay, they're defeated.
Erectus. Immortale.
I'll just place this
Okay.
because nothing else to do. I'll do an upgrade in gold mining as well.
Alamas.
No.
Alamas. Ibortade. Ibortade. Ibortade.
Good. Okay, let's just send a few more villages over
Alamas.
this way.
Ibortade.
This should be fine. We should be finishing soon. Wait.
Somos. Ibortade.
Ibortade. Ibortade.
There. Now we should get our more gold. Just 200 more left. I mean, 195, and then we're done. We're good to go. I wonder what the other missions would be, or how they would be. But yeah, I don't need stone gathering. I should create more power centers. No.
Yuri. Alamas. Ibortade. Ibortade.
There.
Hone.
We're nearly done. Alright, there we go. Victory.
With the supplies you gathered, the first pyramid of Egypt is built in honor of Pharaoh Djoser. People from far and wide are in awe of this achievement, and Egypt's fame grows. Djoser's successor already has plans to build an even larger pyramid. In time, these structures will dot the land of Egypt and last in eternity, guiding the pharaohs into the next life.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and wish to support it. Aside from that, if you want to play a game together and want me to record it, write it down in the comments box below or add me on Steam and we can have a chit chat about it. And after that, I wish you guys a good day and hope you guys to see you on my next video.